Is your tree a true emergency in Toronto, or can you wait and save $1,000? Emergency tree removal runs $1,800 to $5,000. That's 50 to 100% more than scheduled removal. But here's the thing. If your tree isn't actually hazardous, you're paying premium rates for nothing. In 2026, knowing the difference between emergency and scheduled is the smartest money-saving decision you can make in the GTA. Let's define the emergency. Under Toronto Municipal Code, Chapter 813, an emergency exists when a tree or major limb poses imminent risk of injury or structural damage. Right now. That means a tree already fallen across your roof, an active structural split after a storm, power line contact within 1 meter, or a dead tree dropping limbs without warning. A medium-sized tree emergency in Toronto costs $2,500 to $5,000 because crews work after hours, mobilize on demand, and use specialized rigging. But a tree that's declining